everybody, I'm Jamie. Let's hang out and watch Rental Family. Hey everybody, I am glad you are here watching with me today. All I know about this movie is that Brendan Fraser is in it. I used to think his name was Brendan Fraser, but apparently it's Brendan Fraser. So yeah, just a little thing there. The movies that I have seen him in are George of the Jungle, though that was a long time ago. I don't really remember much of it, and I haven't seen it in a very, very long time. I've seen him in Blast from the Past, I believe it's called, which is actually a really cute movie. A weird one, but very, very good with Alicia Silverstone. And of course, the Mummy series, though I don't think I've seen, no, I did see the third one, but we also all pretend that that doesn't exist. Apparently they're coming out with a fourth though, so I'm very excited to see that because Rachel Weisz is in that and we love their chemistry together. So from what I know, because I did watch the trailer and I'm trying not to go and watch any more trailers now, but from what I did see, Brendan, I think his character doesn't have any meaning going on where he currently is, or maybe he gets fired or something from his job, but then he goes over to, I believe, Japan and signs up. Maybe he's an actor. Maybe he's like trying to find acting jobs, and through this he somehow found taking on the roles that people need in Japan. But obviously some deeper connections must be formed. And that's why I really wanted to watch this movie, was because I am all about the psychology of humans and the connections that we make, because ultimately that's what life is about, is human connection. And I really love when art puts that on display and just shows how different it can be, because obviously this would have been, well, maybe not obviously, but this would have been a foreign concept a long time ago. But when you grow up in a place that is more about like efficiency, it's more about politeness. I know that there's a lot of issues going on over there when it comes to like relationships and actually finding people to be in a relationship with. A lot of like isolation going on, depression. So I think when we can find mediums that really highlight that there are different types of ways to make connections, I think that's really cool, and that we shouldn't shy away in real life from those types of things either. I mean, I've seen people have like hire family members, hire boyfriend, girlfriends, cuddle partners, you know, things like that. And I think in whatever way we can make connection happen, as long as it's consensual, doesn't hurt anybody, I think that's great. So I'm just, this also could have nothing to do with what I just talked about, but I'm very curious to see if anything I said kind of is in the realm of what this movie is going to show. So I don't really have anything else to say because, as I said, I don't remember the trailer too much. I only know about Brendan Fraser, though I bet there's probably other cast members that are well known. But maybe just not to me. And I feel like it's going to be a very wholesome movie, and I'm really in the mood for that. So we're going to go on in and see what it's about. So this video is for commentary and discussion purposes. All rights belong to the original creators, so please support the official release. And if you'd like to watch the full-length uncut version of this, along with other things, TV shows and movies, those are up on Patreon. And I'm switching things up, and I'm really going to start focusing on movies just because it's easier time-wise for what I'm going for YouTube. So YouTube's going to be getting mainly movies, especially once free run is done, until I have more time, and then I'll definitely start adding shows back in. But also, I just love movies. They're my passion. They've always been one of my favorite things. I just love the medium. I love everything about it. I could go on, but that's not why you're here, and that's not what I want to do. I want to watch the movie, which is the point. So it is time. Grab your snacks, get settled in, and let's watch Rental Family. Do. Ba-da-da-da. That was a little early. If you see me looking down, it is because I have my notebook here, and I'm going to be writing things, potentially, if I need to take note of them. It looked like Japan to me. Anime. It is very crowded there. Okay, so he's already here. It must have been entertaining filming there because he has probably seen that in a ton of things. He is probably very tall in comparison to everybody around him. Is he a professor? Trying to make it seem like he's been there for a while. Rick?
Hi.
Is that his name? Isn't that his name from...
Philip. Okay.
Or Philip? What? Rick O'Connell? No. Philip, okay. Get rid of Rick here. Is he teaching English? I like that we're shooting this through the door. I also really like the music. I didn't see the sign. That's on me. Okay, so he is an actor of some variety. That's very like reminiscent of like a school play or something where you have to play the tree. As a short person myself, I feel like I would fit in well. I feel like he's taking up space, but I don't know. I heard that's very common. Not Brendan Fraser taking up space, but people potentially being like passed out. Well, I don't know if that's common actually. I've seen things where people like take care of anyone if they see them passed out, so I don't know. But anyway, we're getting the sense that maybe he had a successful commercial and now he's just kind of trying his best, meandering through life, trying to find work. Maybe that's someone he could help eventually. It is interesting to see everyone's lives. It's not the worst, ringtone, I guess.
Good morning, Sonia.
I got you a gig today at 10 a.m. in Saitama. I know it's kind of far. Can you make it?
That voice sounds familiar.
Give it to you details, but it pays pretty well.
What's my role?
Sad American.
Can do that.
おはようございます。Easy Talentoのフィリプ。
She's whispering. I guess you have to be quiet.
哀悼の意を表します。大東君の輝きを今も。
He just got thrown into this. Okay. You're a sad American.
3年 A 組一同。では続いて個人様の。
Why is this the only seat that's available?
あなたのことが大好きでした。
You're a sad American. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but it's kind of a funny thing to just get thrown into this with no context.
あなたところに連れてってくれたこと。夕日の沈む校庭で。
Okay, is this like an art
生まれてきてくれて
thing?
ありがとう。
Or saying goodbye thing? I have a few ideas as to what this could be, but I'm not sure. I mean, it would be interesting to have a funeral for yourself.
こんな感情になった初めてやから、なんていうんか自分の存在を肯定できた気がします。
Okay, so it was a kind of like a almost therapeutic thing? Help you experience what it could be like if you were gone and, you know, wanting to embrace life afterwards? Just a little bit of like a perspective thing. I feel like you're gonna be way too big for that. It weirdly looks very comfortable.
日本は下を仮装するって知ってるか？
Well, I guess that means no zombies.
Nope. 悪いけど遅刻と式の空気を乱した分脇から引かしてもらうかな。
気づいてたんです
What
か
do you think?
You got 15 minutes.
Until what?
The next guest will arrive, and he won't be getting up.
So are you just here all day?
Nothing about that was fake, especially to Mr. Daito, the man in the box.
Mm-hmm.
日本にはどのぐらい住んでる
7年です。
ぐらい住んでもこの国は分かんないことだらけだ。
I feel like that's the same anywhere you go.
うちのアフそうで。
If you weren't, you know,
I
raised
might be
there.
able to use you for something more than South American.
Why did you need a South American in the first place? That's what I'm confused about. Walkable cities. Or at least good transportation.
50代の主婦で、1時間。
I think that's the lady, right?
の娘さんですと最初の2時間で1万8000円となります。
I don't know how to convert that right now.
I knew you would come. コーヒーお願い。はい。よく来たね。どうぞどうぞどうぞ。
Oh, his sweater looks cozy.
So, what do you think we do?
You sell people.
Just based on the conversation you heard. I mean, it kinda.
No.
No.
We sell emotion.
How?
We play roles in the clients' lives.
Oh, thanks.
Emotion is quite interesting.
You can't just replace someone in your life.
Yes and no, but people are willing to take a lead.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be that person. You just have to help clients connect to what's missing.
Well, they could just get a therapist.
Mental health issues are stigmatized in this country.
Well, what do you need me for?
I feel like it could be either a very good thing or a very bad thing.
We need a token white guy.
Just token white guy. Yeah, I'm just an actor. I don't know how to help people.
But you know how to perform.
And it's an experiential thing. Experiential
What I'm offering you
healing, potentially.
is a chance to play roles with a real meaning.
Yeah. But also, that makes it like a lot of pressure. Why don't you go show him what it could be like? But it is a lot of pressure. It's people's emotions, as he said. Ooh. I've seen this sort of thing, like these types of commercials in other media, like Joey from Friends.
絶対見たことあると思った。シャキッとキリッと。でしたよね。
Nice to meet you. I like this commercial.
Thanks.
Oh wow. He's like so excited.
7 years?
Ooh.
That's what brought you to Japan, right?
And then you didn't go back?
I'm sure you had plenty of acting gigs to go back to. Or you can give this a try.
He knew just what to say. Ah, so pretty.
列席者は合計50名、池田様のご両親とご親族の方々以外、
Oh wow. That's gonna be expensive, isn't it?
その後お二人はカナダにお引っ越しされるということでよろしい
Nice.
Because you are Canadian and you want to go back home.
Oh. Not what I was thinking. Okay. He needs to know his motivation.
How are your parents taking all of this?
とても驚いてます。
So is she getting fake married?
きはこれまでも手掛けてまいりました。どうか安心してお任せください。
She has a very calming energy.
Thank you for doing this for me.
Of course.
But then she's fake moving to Canada? Or is she moving to Canada?
Sometimes the story we tell ourselves becomes the truth. To her parents, you are her husband.
Hmm.
Memorize everything. Every word, every detail.
Because it is important. Because again, it's people's lives. Oh, that's so much pressure. Oh. Great sky. Sun rays through the clouds. Yeah, is he too tall for his residence? I mean, kinda. Like, how much prep time did he get for this? And all of the guests are hired. So interesting.
浦谷様、失礼いたします。
Is he gonna be freaking out? Because I would be freaking out a little bit.
そろそろご移動の方。
Or is he not here? Does he have a tendency to be late, or did he just change his mind?
彩香さん、すみません。
はい、では失礼いたします。
Not what you want to see.
彩香さん、すみません。あいつがいません。
So, was he here?
ないんですよ、どこにも。すみません。
He must be doing something wholesome, right? Because they would not rehire him after this.
電話したのか。
留守電になっちゃいます。
おめでとうございます。
Hmm.
置いてこい。真下。俺が行ってくる。
I feel like he's gonna be getting like a gift or something.
こんにちは。こんにちは。
すいません。でかいアメリカ人来ませんでした。
Easy enough. Descriptor.
Brian?
Okay, so his fake name is Brian because his real name is Philip, right?
Philip? What's going on?
Okay, nope, he was hiding.
I'm messing with people's lives.
Hmm. She's going up top? Yep.
If you don't go through with this, you will ruin her life.
Ooh, guilt trip.
Do you understand?
Guilt is a very powerful emotion.
Go! Go!
I like what he's wearing. Sounds very foreboding. Very cool to see. Yeah, the ritual. I can't tell if Dad's happy or not.
手を持って助け合いながら温かい家庭を
Glad he knew what to do. But how is she going to keep this up after this? Like with pictures and other things?
ありがとうございます。
本当におめでとう。
Ugh, I can't imagine. Like there's guilt on both sides.
our hobby. Right.
Oh God.
父さん、ありがとう。
Aw, I see both sides. I have a lot of thoughts, but I don't even know how to voice them right now. Oh, she looks great. He looks great, damn. Love the pocket square, maybe? Matching and such. Is this partner? Yep. I gotcha. Okay. I get it more now. It does suck.
ありがと
Congratulations.
Hmm. They're pretty adorable. It sucks that she didn't feel like she could be honest with her parents, but we don't know the whole story. And again, for me, at least, you know, cultural differences. So this one had a happy ending, but I'm worried that he's going to do another gig at some point, and it's going to end badly for somebody, whether that's him or the other person or people. Hmm. Love the music parts there.
I got married today, Lola.
結婚？やだ。おめでとう。
No, it was for work.
Partner or friend that does more than friend things? Or I guess friend things plus.
It's terrifying and exhilarating, and I haven't felt something like that in a long time.
Emotions for himself.
私は体でみんなを助けてて、フィリップは心で。
Hmm. Time's up.
I give you 10 more minutes. It's your wedding night.
I do wonder, yeah, how hard it is to meet people, I guess, where he's at.
昨日は本当にすみませんでした。
あれはちょっとひどかったぞ。
Hmm.
父親役ってもらおうか。
あ
A father?
いや、この人にそんな大役絶対無理。
Hmm.
ちょっと休憩してこい。
She's understandably upset. I would be too.
This girl needs a father in order to transfer to a private school.
Hmm.
She's been feeling down lately, and her mother's hoping that meeting her father would give her the confidence she needs.
Hmm.
So, the mother doesn't want her daughter to have to pretend during the interview.
Gotcha.
Listen, I didn't grow up with a father, so I don't really know how to be one.
Now is your chance.
Well, to be honest, if he's been absent, you'll kind of be perfect for it.
So you need to get to know her right away.
What if she finds out?
She can't.
How would she find out? Just, get the basic details down. Hmm. Nice.
Hey.
All right, try to build some bridges back.
Can you give me just 5 minutes?
Why?
Come on.
You can tell she cares a lot, but I feel like she also has some emotional investment in the job. But why is the question?
You knew we were her last option, and you still nearly backed out.
Hmm.
You will never understand how things work here.
It's tough to shift your personal worldviews.
But Japan is my home now,
Hmm.
and I want to try to understand.
We love that answer. We like that people are willing to learn or be open to learning.
This job, you're so passionate about it. Why?
I'm curious too, because it was very obvious.
Sometimes all we need is someone to look us in the eye and remind us we exist.
I believe that.
あ、今帰ってる。
We're gonna get to see the lives of the workers too.
仕事だった。
ビールは？
あ、もらうもらう。
I was gonna say he's busy, living or helping other people live their lives, but it sounds like he's not around so much. But I mean, he cares, obviously.
食べよう食べよう。
やった。大盛りの人。
I like what she's wearing. It's a nice, green color. They have a good relationship, though. I really like the music in this film. There's been 3 songs already that's just really pretty.
Hi, man. I'm your father. No, that's way too.
I wish I knew the background, because I was assuming it was an absentee father, which I feel like would have to be the case. So I feel like no matter how awkwardly he plays it, it's gonna be kind of accurate.
Please take this. It's a backpack. She's been begging me for it. So she doesn't know she's meeting you today. Wouldn't have come otherwise.
Oh.
Okay. No problem.
Why? Nerves? And you're also doing this in a public setting, so that will be interesting.
会ってほしい人がいるの。
So is her actual father also an American?
ミアのお父さん。
That's such a big thing. Does she speak English?
I hope you like it.
Is she angry with him? Because, I would understand that. I mean, I feel like mom should be the one to...
Stop following me!
I know her. Hey! Wait up! Please stop. I can explain.
This is gonna be weird because there's a class full of people
Your mom
there.
said that you need me to get you into school.
That's the only reason why you...
Yeah, you probably should have worded that a little differently.
Let me be some use to you.
And let you love her.
Fine. But lock and swear you'll never leave us again.
Ooh, okay.
指切り玄満嘘ついたらハリセン
Hmm. At least mom is very grateful.
申し訳ございません。申し訳私は
Is he practicing?
会社の恥です。申し訳ございません。てめえなんかな、ゴキブリに失礼や。
Trying to help him, like, stand up for himself?
ちょっと待ってください。実はまだあるんです。ああ、なんだと。
I mean, he looks pretty cool.
食品を横領してし。
Ooh.
That's what being a parent is. No, I am serious. She hates me.
I mean, understandably.
She hates the man you're playing. You're just acting. Acting, I know. Just act.
It's not that simple.
I got a new client for you. You know the actor, Kikuo Hasegawa? His daughter wants someone to interview him to honor his legacy.
Huh. I mean, anger from the daughter. Anger is usually, you know, a secondary emotion for other emotions you're feeling, like hurt, sadness.
何があっても広島の浪人だけは話題に出さないでくださいね。
Oh.
ですか?
悪いこと言わないから。
Feel like he's gonna bring it up then by accident. He looks so good. All right. Maybe there's a health thing going on. Got some nice. Is this jazz? What do you say? And this must be an interesting one for him because obviously he's an actor.
いえ、ただの記者です。
物書きはみんな泥棒だ。
Then why did you want to be interviewed?
即興
Yeah?
コードチェンジ
Jazz. Music. He's still quite spry.
アフテーションが全てだ。
Never thought of it that way before.
That's very much how it is. He has a lot of personality. Lovely property.
You can record my voice, but please no video.
I really wanted to hear the rest of his story. Hearing about people's lives. Can't put a price on that. No.
I should be done by 1 p.m.
Is this school? And why is he here then? Or like something else?
大切なのは自分の想像で作る。
She looks strangely familiar.
So what are we gonna make?
Silent treatment. Oh, that's nice of her.
何作ろうか?
シャークトパス
Oh,
What is
cool.
that?
It's a shark octopus. Come on.
と船が合体した
Okay.
Amateur. I probably, if we did this at our schools, would have been way too competitive about cleaning and stuff. I bet that earned him a little bit of brownie points.
Thanks for helping Shion.
Yeah?
Right.
Oh, wow. That's actually really cool. I want a close-up of it. Yeah, I'm getting cozy vibes. He's gonna keep it, isn't he? That's so cool. I actually love that. I love underwater stuff, so. Oh. I have to watch season 2 and 3 of Squid Game after this, and I'm like, that's not going to be cozy vibes.
Me at the karaoke box. You're gonna be a cheerleader today.
Heck yeah. I love this. And she's up on stage too. Nice. So he's helping people, you know, feel more fulfilled and less lonely. Sometimes people just need someone to believe in them or show them a little bit of kindness. And that could be literally just a smile or just like talking to you in a nice way, kind way. And that can make a lot of difference. See? This is so cute. Great perspective shot. Oh, is this like an interactive art exhibit thing? That's pretty cool.
This is amazing.
It's cool, but it's fake.
I gotta take a quick call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
She's putting her trust in you.
So, you remember the detective series you auditioned for last month? You got the part.
Uh-oh. Well, as long as he doesn't need to leave right now.
I want you there right away.
Oh.
I am so happy for you.
And also, what about the school thing?
Have to go. Let me get back to you. All right?
Coming back soon.
That voice is so familiar. I've always wanted to go to like an art exhibit that's like this.
There you are.
You came back. Her eyes are so big. Has the backpack. She's gonna put, yep. What's he gonna do? You know, it's a movie, right? We're gonna have like a turmoil period and then hopefully make the right decision. Especially if it's a wholesome movie like I think it's going to be. If it's the old man again, the actor, why does he keep coming back to interview him?
Speaker, are you coming?
He's got a lot of spunk. I'm also a little worried that somebody's going to recognize him from another role and address him that way. Is that a seafood pancake or something? I guess that's more like Korean or something. I'm not sure actually. Either way, look tasty. I want to know what's on it. Good job!
子供の頃、まさみが私のことをなんて呼んでたか。The man on the screen.
Do you regret it?
Not at the time.
Saying that he was always away?
I have a daughter.
仲いいのか?
No. But I would like to be.
なるべく近くにいてあげなさい。
He's trying to now. Word. That looks really tasty. Does he know where he is? What he's doing?
Hiko-san! Hey, stop! Hiko-san! We were eating together, and I'm writing a story about her. I think it's time to go home.
I'm glad that he caught him. Ugh.
We're gonna go in here and get your shoes, all right?
Now, if Philip hadn't visited, would he have gone out in the first place?
フィリップさんには本当に感謝してます。でも今後父が何か言ってきてももう何もしないでください。今日のようなことがあって傷つくのは父ですから。
I don't even know if you can hold him back, though, if he really wanted to do something.
I can't hear you.
I think this is the poster for this movie.
Where were you born?
Let's see, this is Japan right here. This is America.
I'm assuming they've talked about how he and her mom met, you know, quote unquote.
Is that where my grandparents live?
No, my mom did. My dad wasn't around that much.
Do you talk to them?
No, they're gone now.
Do you have anyone left?
You?
I have you now.
I have an idea. Type in your number.
I feel like
Okay.
she's gonna call him at some random desperate time. Or like she'll do something drastic and he'll have to find her or something.
Now I can message you. You won't feel alone.
That's cute. Yeah, I don't know how he's ever gonna like separate. And also, now that I'm thinking about it, like I know they must be licensed or something, but if I was the mom, would I trust my kid just with a stranger, technically?
Wow. Hi.
Hi.
お姉さんもコンピューター系？
私はね、カスタマーサービス。
Hmm.
今日は占い師。手相見てあげようか。
At least it was her, and not one of the other, you know, people he's done jobs for.
どれどれ。ちょっと反抗的なとこがあるね。自分の直感を信じてみて。わかった。
She's very good with kids. Well, good with people.
What do I owe you?
For you, it's on the house.
No, I owe you, not sue me.
Whoa.
なつみ、バイバイ。ありがとね。
Bye.
I mean, she kind of like knew, right, what he's been doing in a way. So there's the poster. So is this like a cat festival or something? Oh, it's gonna be like a cute picture or something.
Hey, Sonia.
Hey, I was about to call you.
Listen, I'm gonna pass.
You were joking, right?
No, I'm not.
I don't understand. You told me
If she finds out, though, this is gonna be heartbreaking.
I can't do it.
Are you sure? I mean, you've waited so long for this.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's waited so long for some connection, right?
We'll talk soon.
Oh, he took him out. Oh, that's so pretty. What she's wearing. Cool bathroom or something.
No, your mom says that it's one of the best schools in Japan.
What if I get bullied?
Why would you get bullied?
いつから連絡取り合ってるの？
See? A little bit of like distrust.
化け猫祭り。
そうなんだ。
Yeah, I guess he should have thought about that, right?
あの人と仲良くならないで。
なんで？
またいなくなっちゃうかもしれないでしょ。
Not a great lesson, right?
お父さんはミヤの話聞いてくれるの。
お母さんだって聞いてるじゃない。
I think mom and dad need to have a little bit of a talk. You're trying to be a good mom. But yeah, I think you should probably talk to... Rough not having a door, damn. We all need our own space to be able to, you know, just be in our own private space.
Sorry?
Sure.
Is this mom?
When you speak,
hold eye contact for no more than 5 seconds.
And our answers?
Short and to the point.
Should we hold hands?
No. You can show some emotion, but don't become emotional.
Be middle of the road.
Nanimo no sumimasen, that's it? I just say nothing?
Yes, the school does not want pressure from the parents.
Oh.
She could go to their university if she does well.
Is it normal to determine a child's future so early?
It's cultural differences.
You are not her father.
You hired me to be her father. I don't know. Like, I get both sides here, but, like, mom can't be saying certain things without reflecting in a little bit. And again, I know cultural differences, but come on.
A little too early to give it up.
No.
I think it's, you touched on something, though.
But I also think it means becoming more than yourself.
I like that.
What is in there?
自分の目で確かめたらどうだ?
I wouldn't want to leave him for too long. So many great, beautiful nature spaces. You can't do more favors.
Sometimes all a man has are his secrets.
Personally, I don't know if that's a good enough reason for me, but the human in me wants to appeal to his humanity. Okay, so they weren't alone.
どうかお許しください。もう二度とお会いしません。
What is this roll?
ちょっと、おい！
今のは追加料金になります。
え？
2万円です。
2万?
I mean, she got slapped, but also, what was this roll, though? So they could break up? Or confront something? Ooh. See, those are the roles that aren't as fulfilling, I guess.
Did you just keep them all?
Yeah. As a reminder of how many people need our help.
I think that makes sense.
What's growing on me?
You're good at it.
Thank you.
How do you learn
It
to
hasn't
not
been
get
too personal?
so attached?
No.
How could it not, though, eventually? For all of them.
Well, the little girl's mother called. She wants the next session to be your last.
What?
All relationships have to end.
Do they?
We move on.
I mean, technically, but...
You'll get used to it.
I mean, to be honest, I think that's true. He probably could, but... I don't know, he's a sensitive soul.
What's all this?
脱獄計画だ。横浜からで大阪、岡山、広島。
Well, I don't know how big the map actually is.
Your daughter wants you to stay.
もういい。
Betrayal, detachment, yeah. I mean, he's not doing anything wrong. I feel like he's still gonna take him.
I'll see you tomorrow.
No.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of emotional manipulation. I get that he's hurt. But there's nothing wrong in Philip setting a boundary, in my opinion. Like, sometimes you need to break boundaries. You know, like, maybe he feels it'd be best to break the boundary that the daughter set up, but he's rethinking things a little. First, you know, with his daughter, and now with, as the writer. It's tough. I still feel like it would be inappropriate, but I still feel like he needs to talk to the mom and just say, like, I wasn't planning on going anywhere.
その他には?
絵がとても上手です。
It's true.
She's very talented.
I wonder if mom knows that.
家庭内で一番大切にされてることは何ですか？
コミュニケーションを。
We want our students to excel on their own, but we need to know they can work with others.
She asked me to be a father to a little boy whose parents didn't come to the class visitation.
That's a great point.
お二人が登校に期待する
Ooh,
ことを
okay, here's the sticking point.
And she needs to be unafraid. She makes me a better person every day.
I don't know if she's going to be happy about that last comment, but we'll see. Just, I want you guys to have honest communication, as you just said.
Thank you.
That's it?
Can we have dinner together?
Ooh.
We can't.
Why?
I have to go back to America.
For how long?
A year. Maybe longer.
Aw.
They need me there.
You'll be back, right?
I don't think the mom needs help.
Only she does.
Don't do that. Let her have her feelings. That was way too fast. I mean, good on him, but damn.
Mom did what she thought was best.
I wish I could have talked. Communication can be so powerful.
Well, if you could hire someone to play someone in your life, who would that be?
My mom. Because she never judged me. And it would be nice to feel that again.
Unconditional acceptance and love.
Who would you choose?
Me? I don't know.
Oh, come on, don't give me that.
You've definitely thought about it before. I'm still bummed.
At least tell me what happened here. Underground Tokyo Fight Club?
I wish, I mean. You know, apologies is our most popular service.
What does that even mean?
If you ever need someone to talk to.
I'm glad that they've gotten closer. Friendship. I wonder if she still has his phone number. I hope he doesn't, like, rip them up or throw them away. Is he gonna see the old man again? Human connection. He's gonna do it, isn't he? It's like a spy mission. How you were so quiet? I do not know. You're gonna scare him.
Put this on. What's this? What's your disguise?
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you better do it his way.
Truth.
Alright, fine. I should have known better. I think this is the first song that had lyrics, maybe? He looked good. Very dapper. Except this, ugh. I get, like, I don't think that she would have said yes, I guess. So he had to do this, but I feel like it's gonna be worse. And, like, what repercussions are gonna come from this? Unless she secretly knows. Nice shot there. That'd be nice. Going through luscious areas near the ocean. On a train eating some rice balls or something. Who's she playing with? Is it the little boy? From her class? Oh no. Well, it is. Oh, is she gonna piece it together? Oh, that's cool. It reminds me of Spirited Away a little bit, since it's on the water. Oh, she still has the number. Surprised Mom didn't get rid of it. What if something happens while he's here with the actor, but then his daughter needs him? Because he's pretty far now. He has such a great smile. The music definitely makes this. Where are they going? Wow.
Japan has more guards and vending machines.
And I know it has a lot of vending machines.
海すべてに神様が我々の中にも神様は存在してる。
I think that's a good way to look at it. We all share, you know, an energy. Treat each other with respect. Oh, confrontation time, potentially.
はい、そうです。本当ですか?
She got in?
ケビンってさ、本当に私のお父さん。
今日夜何食べたい?
Feel like that's an answer in itself.
お母さん、この人誰?
Yeah, I guess they didn't really think that through. Hiring somebody that was an actor at one point. Damn, you did a good job walking all that way. I feel like I'd be out of breath. So do people still live here? It does not look like it. No. Please be safe and careful. That's cool. I feel like something's gonna go wrong. I don't know. It might be just a wholesome moment. We'll see. I guess we'll see, but I'm nervous.
Kiko-san.
I'm glad he's still alive at least. Oh, be careful. Where are your walking sticks? Oh, time capsule sort of thing? Or an urn? No, time capsule. Was it like his mom?
My life before.
Or
少し経ってから彼女が病気になったって、彼女は命がなくなってもう、記憶だけがずっと生き続けているんだってね。
うさいよ。
Oh, it's a great, beautiful location. I bet he doesn't regret taking him here then. 'Cause yeah, that makes sense. I wrote something down, but I'll talk about it a little bit later. That was a great moment. I'm still worried about him. Oh. Cat. And also, like, what if she sees him around town?
I'm with Kikuo. It's fine.
How can it be so stupid? You kidnapped our client.
I didn't kidnap him.
You took him from his home.
Yeah.
It wasn't your choice to make.
No, it was his.
If one word of this gets out, my business is gone.
Uh-oh.
Kiko-san.
Too bad he couldn't have recorded the moments they had together. Just to show how much it meant to him, but I don't know if they would have cared anyway. Yeah, but this is what happens. It gets messy.
ワンダープルーグさんですね。
署までご同行願いますか。
Scary. I know he was just trying to do a really nice thing. I have no clue how this is gonna end.
長谷川さんは無事らしい。でもフィリップは48時間以内に無実が証明、送検されるんだって。
Are they deporting him?
いや、もう打つ手がないんだよ。
でも何もしなかったら強制送還されるかもしれないんですよね。
ここはお前の会社じゃねえだろ。責任は誰が取ると思ってんだ。
じゃあ見捨てるんですか?
I get the pressure he's under, but also, you know, moral side. I mean, you might lose your business anyway because they won't respect you anymore. Is this another gig?
夫とはいつから?
I'm worried for her.
子供がいることは知ってましたか?
いえ。
I don't
こっちから言い寄ってきたんだ。
understand these.
ほら。
Like, did he actually cheat? I'm so confused.
私この人と不倫なんかしてませんから。
Okay.
本物の不倫相手連れてくる度胸すらないから、私のことを代わりに雇って謝罪させてるんです。
そんなの嘘だよ。
Well, his business might be done for now. Did he just hit her? Or did she hit him? Either way, you know, violence isn't great, but really concerned if he hit her. I think there's still going to be businesses and such like this, but I think it also makes sense. People would get like compassion fatigue, if that's the right word, or like, you know, like caregiver burnout in a way. It's a mixture of a whole bunch of things, but.
ただいま。
おかえり。早かったのね。
But you can only take on a role of impacting someone's life and having negative side effects for so long.
掴む力がちょっと強すぎますね。もう一回頭からいいですか？
はい、もちろん。
Are they hired?
何やってんだ俺。今日も帰っていただいて大丈夫です。
Oh wow. Not what I expected. Well, he definitely had an interesting perspective on this then.
はい。突然すみません。所の田島と申します。
同じく弁護士の寺崎と申します。長谷川菊夫様はご在宅でしょう。
Smart of them.
ダープルーグ氏の件で長谷川様と急ぎお話しさせていただきたいのですが。
He has such funny facial expressions.
こちらでお待ちくださいね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Uh-oh.
少々お待ちくださいね。
Run.
これ完全にアウトですよ。捕まりません。
北鎌倉警察署。
At least he brought a badge.
八代弁護士事務所の寺崎と申します。
That's good.
よろしくお願いいたします。
こちらへどうぞ。
That's really funny.
旦那様、お客様をお通しします。
Well, I'm glad he came around. Oh. Oh. Her place.
What did Kiko say?
That he forced you to be his accomplice.
I mean, in a way, kind of felt like it.
I needed to help him.
Why take the risk?
That's, yeah, what I was wondering. I'm not a big risk taker myself, so I don't know if I would have.
My father died 2 years ago.
Wow,
I
is
didn't
that?
go to the funeral. So I wanted to be there for Kiko.
That's what I was gonna say. He was like a, well, surrogate in a way. Surrogate father. I think she understood her mom was just caring for her in the only way she could think of at the time. Really wanting what's best for her.
2時28分、俳優の長谷川菊夫さんが北鎌倉のご自宅にて、
これまでたくさんの役を演じてまいりましたが、私にとっての長谷川菊夫。
Ironic, he started at a funeral. Well, funeral. Oh, his pictures. Oh, sorry. That was a very nice touch.
I will see you again, my friend.
That's a gorgeous coffin, too. I'm glad that he was allowed to go to the funeral. Sorry, all the sniffling.
I'm sorry for what I said.
I needed to hear it. Come on.
Maybe you need to find a middle ground. I'm glad they have connection, though. It feels like you're getting to the end here. Wow. It's gorgeous. I feel like I need more of a resolution, though. Maybe I'm getting one?
Congratulations on getting into school.
Yep.
Is my mom paying you?
No.
She's so smart.
I'm just here to talk.
I don't talk to strangers.
I can go if you want.
Why do adults always lie?
It's a sad lesson
because
to
it's
learn.
a lot easier than telling the truth.
Is it, though?
Your mom never wanted to hurt you.
You hurt me too.
And I'm sorry. We should have been honest with you.
You know, you could have told me you were famous.
I'm Philip.
Not strangers anymore. She has such personality to her eyes. There's like something in them.
Where and how did you get up?
I'm glad the mom allowed him to talk to Mia. And I think they're going to be in each other's lives for a very long time. Have they changed up their model at all? But they're back. She's back. So what's that mean?
はい。謝罪サービスはお受けできないんですよ。
Ah, and he is here too. What's gonna be in here? I hope they show us. Aw. That was so nice. And I mean, he talked about how things are in us as well. So the mirror, right? Reflective. I just love this music. Dang. Well, that was a really lovely movie, which I figured it was gonna be. It makes me yawn whenever I've cried, so that's fun. But I didn't write too much. I just kind of wrote down, I just put the word emotion just because I think that's an interesting thing to think about and how it probably plays different roles in different cultures, though we also say there are some universal emotions as well. But emotions are always interesting because where I am currently in Canada, and I think in a lot of like Western places, we're taught to always strive for happiness, and if you're not happy, you kind of feel like something is wrong because, again, in society we're told to aim for that. But emotions, it's a cheesy line, but emotions are always in motion, in to say that they're always changing. And if you look at all of the emotions and the 6 basic emotions, happy is just one, but there's so many more, and so statistically it's impossible to always be happy. It's not natural to always be happy. That'd be great, right? I've talked about this before, but we need the other emotions for empathy, for passion. It's good to be scared sometimes, or even anxious to motivate us, you know. Emotions are just information. They're giving you information for how you're feeling about something. And so I think we just have to shift. Sometimes, okay, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I've said this before, but your emotions are always valid. but the perceptions behind the emotions may not always be accurate. So you do have to be watchful of that and kind of try to think about your thinking styles and the lens you see through. But if we could shift the terminology of negative emotions to natural, then I think that'd be nice, and people wouldn't have that guilt or shame for experiencing emotions like, I shouldn't feel this way. I should be able to do this. You're just experiencing an emotion to the environment or stimulus around you. And that doesn't mean anything bad, right? Again, look at your perceptions, and then maybe the emotions you're feeling may not match to the situation in intensity or duration or anything like that, but you're feeling that way for a reason, so you gotta look inwards and kind of reflect on why and what that means. But going back to the movie, I think it's interesting that they talk about helping people through emotion. And I do think it's quite powerful for people to re-experience certain emotions or help people feel certain emotions or help them attain certain goals by doing the job that Philip was doing. But there is like a fine line, and I think there is more help to the role than hurt, but because it is people's lives and emotions, and it's not even like it's other people hiring you to interact with other people. It's not even them hiring you to interact with them, but when they're hiring you to interact with someone else, I don't know how to pronounce the name, but like Kikyo, the older gentleman, or with Mia, obviously, like, that's where it's a really tough line for me, because you are deceiving someone that isn't aware of what's actually, like, going on. Obviously, I know wording that, my brain's a little fuzzy right now because of the tears, but I think it's more than okay to hire someone if it's for you. Again, boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, sit in at something, you know. That's okay because there's consent, there's awareness, everyone knows what actually is going on. Well, I guess to a point, right? In the beginning, Yoshi, I think is the name, had hired him, but the parents were unaware. But everyone else, I guess, was in on it. So yeah, I don't know. That one, it's tough. It is a moral gray area. And that tends to happen when you're interacting with humans. The other thing I wrote down was just that in the end, it's all about connections. And supposedly when people have been asked later on in their lives about what they would have done differently, it all comes down to the relationships that they had. And like, I wish I had spent more time with my children, or had, you know, hung out with my friends more, or whatever it was, just like actually interacting with people more. It comes down to that, because in the end, your job isn't going to be with you. Yeah, maybe you can find meaning with it, and it can be fulfilling in a lot of ways, and so that's always great, but that isn't something that's going to be there to emotionally take care of you, to make you feel fulfilled in a different way. It doesn't so much give back unless you put into it. But relationships can fulfill you in a variety of different ways, even when you're not being your best self, right? Like, nobody's ever their best self 100% of the time. That's just not realistic. And so having that unconditional element as best it can be, I know not everybody's going to be unconditional, but a lot of the time our friendships are. And ideally, you know, family, romantic partners, all that stuff you kind of hope are going to be unconditional to at least a point. I know that's not what unconditional means by definition, but everybody's their own person, so it's not like we can just give our all to everyone if they treat us badly or something like that. We need to have our own standards and boundaries, is kind of what I meant by, you know, to a point. I'm really happy they showed, you know, Philip making connections with people at the business, you know, Aiko. The one actor, actually, he looked very familiar. Tada? I feel like I recognized him. I don't know if I've seen anything he's in, but I've definitely seen him, like, on posters for things. Like, I see he's in Shogun, which is another show I want to watch. So I've definitely seen him around. But yeah, that was a big twist with him, that his family was hired. But ultimately, they found connection in one another and friendship, and I think that was really, really beautiful. And again, that's what can give life meaning, and the connections and the people you work with especially can make or break a job. So, yeah. I also wrote down exposure therapy, which it's not a fully fleshed out thought here, but with Philip doing the roles that he was doing, in a way, he was getting his own therapy of actually like learning to not avoid things, to make connections, to get hurt. Even the fact that Kikyo, again, I'm pronouncing that wrong, I guarantee it, but the older gentleman, you know, was essentially his like surrogate father, and just getting something from him that he felt like he needed to do is like to be there for his dad in a way. Which, to be honest, when I thought that Aiko had asked Philip, who would you want to hire if you could for your life, I thought he was gonna say like a father figure, but he said his mom. So that was interesting. I had recently watched a video, and I don't know the validity to the science or if there was science behind it, but it was about finding your life's purpose, and there's 3 ways to try and figure out what your life's purpose is. And I'm kind of bringing that up because Philip, you know, he was kind of floating in and out of what his job should be and what was meaningful to him. And so different ways to kind of figure out what maybe you should be doing with your life. There's 3 ways to kind of figure that out. So the first one is figuring out like what your effortless advantage is, in the sense of like, what do you do effortlessly that maybe other people don't do effortlessly, and maybe you don't even recognize that you can do it so well because it's so easy for you. But in a sense with that, it must mean like, hey, that's something you can actually utilize in your career or whatever you want to do in life. It's like, build on that because you already do it so well without even trying. And this could be like, you know, asking yourself, what do people come to you for? Like maybe they come to you for help. With like advice. So maybe you're really good with your perspective and giving people useful advice, or maybe you're good at delegating, or maybe you're really good at construction because people come up to you and say, hey, can you help me build this? And you're like, oh, that's easy. Or putting a instrumental piece together because you play piano so effortlessly. Like things like that. What do you do that's easy? The second one is to think about what makes you angry, because that can be something that you are passionate about, or you see a system that's broken, and because of your anger or your passion for it, you can try to find solutions for it, because anger can be a very motivating factor. So that's another thing to think about. And the last one has a little bit more to do with like, what makes you forget time? Like, what do you enjoy that just makes time disappear, where you kind of go into what they call like a flow state because you're just in it. Nothing else exists outside of what you're doing because you're enjoying it so much. So that one I'm a little bit on the fence about making it a job, because that sounds like almost more of like a hobby or something, and you don't want to monetize your hobbies necessarily. I know, what am I doing right now? But I think the only reason I bring that up is something like Kiki's Delivery Service, which I won't do like major spoilers for that. You should just watch it anyway. You should have watched it by now. But you don't want to monetize what brings you joy necessarily, because then it does feel like a slog to do it, and you have to find the time and make sure it's good and, you know, monetizable, whatever. And that can really drain just the effortless nature. Like if I could just sit and watch movies and people would pay for that and I don't have to give all the commentary, that would be a whole different experience than what I'm doing right now, which is giving the commentary. A lot of the time I have a billion thoughts running around in my head, but to actually try and vocalize them as well as pay attention to what's going on and, you know, give the thoughtful commentary, it can be a very different experience than just watching a movie for the enjoyment of it. And I do enjoy it, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy to be doing this. It's been something I've wanted to do for such a long time, but it is a different experience, 100%. And so luckily I have other things that bring me joy as well on top of this. And this does bring me joy. That's the other thing, is like, if it ever got to a point where it felt like it was sucking more joy than giving me, or like I didn't see as much of a benefit to it, or I was kind of like, oh, I gotta do this again, then you'd have to recognize that probably shouldn't try to make it into my work. And I think a lot of artists go through times like that where we just wish we could just do what we could do, like as our natural form, and get paid, but that's not how the world works. Though I did see an interesting thing. There's an art programs based out of, I think, Europe, where they let you just work on your art for like 2 to 3 months, and I guess they take care of you, but they just want you to actually create art for the sake of creating art. You don't have to put on exhibits or anything like that, so I think that's awesome. We need more stuff like that. Also, Brendan did an amazing job. He, even when he does interviews, it almost sounds like he's always gonna cry, and he just makes me feel such empathy, and like my heart almost like squeezes, you know, when you feel that emotion from someone that just really is very sweet and caring. He's just genuinely very kind, it seems like. But I thought everybody did a really great job. The actress that played Mia was so great. She did a great job. Again, as I said, she just had some kind of presence to her. So I hope she gets a lot more roles for sure. I really liked the setting, and I guess if it counts like the cinematography, I thought they shot everything very well. The sound design of just hearing, you know, just the cityscapes or nature, but also related to but separate. The score, as I had pointed out, was really great. I liked that a lot, and I'm definitely going to be looking that up. It'll go into my chill playlist, which I listen to when I like study, or, you know, I'm typing up notes from work or something like that. But yeah, overall it was just a really great movie. It was cozy, as I said, had some emotional moments as I predicted it might. I just wasn't 100% sure what that would be. And I think I would definitely watch it again and show people, and just, as I said, show people the importance of connection and the importance of people's lives and the stories they have. So if you enjoyed the reaction, a like goes a long way in just keeping this video afloat in the sea of content out there, and also just help support the channel in general. And if you feel like sticking around, there's definitely more videos on the channel that you might enjoy. For certain reactions, whether they tend to get copyright claimed really easily, or maybe it's a series that I started before I had a reaction channel and I just wanted to watch the remainder of those will also be up on Patreon. Full length, uncut, link is down below. And as always, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your day with me. We're making a connection here. But wherever you are and whatever it is, I hope something good finds you today. So take care, and I'll see you around. Bye.